Hi, my name is Mr. Michael Squid, and I'll be reading from my story, The Gourmand, which is about a young woman who falls in love with her childhood friend, and they chases her into this punk warehouse that she'd moved into, her friend Carla. And she kind of feels like an outsider trying to fit in with the cool kids. But one day, the person who she looked up to every day is gone. She vanished from within the warehouse, from within the room, within the warehouse, without a single trace of her. And the narrators come home to discover that she's missing and trying to piece together how. I stood in the cold room, staring at the details in the shadows, and the dread grew within me into a full-body shiver as I noticed a hole in the floor past the edge of her bed. A 5-foot wide hole in the floor inspired a fear she'd fallen through and was grievously injured on some lower level, or worse. Reluctantly, I approached it to get a better view. The hole was deep, but oddly enough, it wasn't a puncture through the levels of the building. It seemed to contradict the way buildings are structured, and my mind raced to try to understand it. The hole in the wooden floor was warped inward. The angle was gradual, like that of the start of a funnel, and it seemed to continue past where the other rooms of the warehouse might have been. The hole was Dali-esque, a bizarre warping of the wood that shouldn't have been possible unless it had been made of plastic melted and pulled out of shape. "Carla!" I yelled down, praying my voice would summon a response. I dropped to my knees and opened my fraying messenger bag, feeling way past my keys, pepper spray, and buttons from punk shows I had attended. I located the small flashlight I kept for roadside bike repair and shone the beam into the orifice in the floor. The angle was sloping at least, something that brought some relief. If Carla had fallen in, she might not be critically injured. I leaned in to get a better look at the floor beams that all seemed to retain their width and spacing despite their odd curves. Fear for my friend caused me to act rather than plan. I attempted to inch forward, but my boot heel landed at an angle it wasn't used to from the warped floor beneath it, and I flailed my arms for balance. Too late. I fell onto the ground and slid into the dark hole. Thank you.